Today I'm going to talk to you about how I feel. And not just because it's how I feel, it's just because it's something I feel like needs to be said. Um, and the topic of conversation is going to be trends on women. So, since I was growing up, like, everything in the whole world, and every woman probably experienced this, it's like, there's always a beauty trend. There is not a year that passes by without a beauty trend changing, and all women, like, running towards that beauty trend. When I was growing up, I had to have, like, thread-thin eyebrows to appeal to the general public, and now I'm just growing my eyebrows out, basically, and oh wow, it's in fashion. Same thing. It's like, oh, Kim Kardashian came out, big asses are in fashion. Oh, I don't know what. Oh, big boobs are in fashion. Actually, being tall. No, being short. Being petite. Being brown, being Latin. No, being blonde is in fashion. Oh God, let's all tan. Let's all bleach our hair. Let's all, for fuck's sake, I'm just saying, I'm sick and tired of this shit. Okay? Like, really, really sick and tired. And this may come off as a rant, okay? But honestly, like, I don't ever see this shit happening to men. Like, the only trend that, like, I can remember on the top of my head is the man bun. And you don't see men, like, feeling like shit because they don't have a man bun. Like, you don't see them like, oh God, you know what? I look like shit today because I don't have a man bun. And then this beard and blah, blah, they don't get so affected, and they're not judged upon it for some reason. Like, guys can just be comfortable, they can just, like, wear whatever the fuck they want and leave the house and still feel accepted in society. Whereas women, we have, like, so many phases of being self-conscious and just, like, as a person looking at yourself. And so I was thinking the other day, like, when the Wonder Woman movie came out, I was like, okay, gosh, this is quite cool. Like, a movie, to embrace women, to show them in a role that isn't all ass and tits. I thought that's great, Then the movie came out, and then what happened after? The things the thing that I was afraid of happened after. Basically, I was sitting, waiting for my dentist, and then I see a Marie Claire magazine, and the front cover is, oh, powerful is the new sexy. And I look at that, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Not again. Like, before, it's like, okay, now you're pressuring women to have to be powerful. Otherwise, they're not going to be, she needs to, in a social setting, she needs to show that she's doing something like, oh my God, groundbreaking, okay, so that she would seem appealing. What the fuck? Like, what if I don't want to be powerful? I don't want to be powerful. What if I personally, like, I'm just going to be who I am, but I know many women that are just, this is just not their thing. They don't want to be, like, kicking guys' asses or, like, doing whatever, Why can't individualism and just being who the hell you are be a thing? Why can't that just be, Like, why does it have to be this way? And then I saw this on social media, I don't remember where, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. There was this, like, photo, of the Wonder Woman, the actress, her husband, and he was wearing this t-shirt of, the icon of the woman in the skirt in front of toilets? Okay, yeah, so he was wearing that here, and it was like, your wife, and then an icon of Wonder Woman, and then my wife. And she's like, are you kidding me? Like, some people would view this as, oh, he's so cute, like, he really loves his wife. Oh, yeah, that's great, but you have now become social icons. You are, like, Wonder Woman came out as a women empowerment movie and blah, 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 and you're just doing this? Like, how are these women in the skirts who are not Wonder Woman supposed to feel? Like, why is this comparison? Why can't you just put the Wonder Woman icon and just say my wife under it? Why do you have to, like, do this to other people? And I just find this whole beauty trend now the trend is to be powerful, and it's quite annoying that all the time there's a beauty trend. Like, why on some male magazine isn't like, oh, okay, like, you gotta look like Thor. If you don't look like Thor, you know, why constantly? We have always, like, no wonder, like, people, the world is like this. No wonder, like, things are we always complain about being objectified, and it's not our fault. Yes, we are being objectified, but it's like because of all these trends, because of all these things that people are saying that we should do and who we should be. You know, your lips need to be bigger, your whatever, you know, like, I've seen this. I'm from Saudi Arabia. I see this in my country a lot. Like, we have all these all kinds of things about, like, how you should look and how you should present yourself. The hair on your arm isn't allowed. Like, nothing is. It's just so disappointing to see that it's just so focused on this. Like, I'm all for gender equality. So if you're gonna do this to women, like, it should at least be the same for men, but men don't feel this social pressure. They don't feel like, not because, like, what? Like, women are a different creature. We're both humans, and we're both, like, you know, attracted to each other or to each other's gender. I don't know, okay? But, like, why is it like that? This is the question. It should either be the same, or it should just, which is the option that I would prefer, everyone should just be able to be themselves and looked at as, like, you know, really, really interesting people for who they are. I don't want to use the word beautiful just because of the fact that every time somebody describes a woman, or they say, oh, she's such a beautiful woman, before they say anything else that's interesting about them. Like, oh, she's a beautiful girl, she did this, she did that. Why is that the first thing you say? Why is it not that she is, I don't know. I really don't see that when we describe a guy. Like, we don't say, oh, he's a beautiful guy, and or even we never say that, oh, he's a handsome guy, he does this, that. Like, that's not the first thing that you would use to describe. So it's like, why is it like that? It's to make a social change. And if you really want, like, women to be more accepted and, like, just viewed as, like, another, just a person, okay, and gender equality and all these things, these terms, these ways that the way we think about these things need to be changed. It's not just like, oh yeah, she's a beautiful woman and she's strong and blah blah blah. So what? Like, if she's not beautiful in your eyes and she's strong, that doesn't make her good enough? Come on. Guys, please. I made this video because I'm just calling for some kind of change. And I hope I wasn't screaming too much. But yeah.